that who is Vrnda-devi, why to worship, how to worship. You ask me, so have something to be told. Vrnda-devi is the master of Vrindavan. In that forest, Vrinda or Tulasi are prominent. All the trees and flowers and creepers are secondary, but there is a prominency of Vrinda. Vrinda is the master of whole forest of Vrindavan, and she manages to meet and Radha Krishna, to meet Gopis with Krishna, and to meet any Jeev who has been qualified and they have reached at the level of prem. When they enter in Vrindavan and they come in the womb of any gopi, then this Vrinda helps them to meet Radha and Krishna. Without the help of Vrnda-devi, anyone cannot meet Krishna or Radha and Nitya Siddha Gopi. You know, Yog Maya Purnima, नाम सुना है? Yog Maya Purnima. She manages everything in whole 84 crores of Vrindavan. कहाँ जा रही? कहाँ जा रही? कोई काम है तो जल्दी आ जाओ, तुम्हारे लिए तो कह रहा हूँ. कोई रसोई का काम बाकी रह गया है? कोई आदमी आया है? ये तुम्हारा छोटा बेटा है ना? ये दूसरा है. अच्छा, तो योग माया, everything is done. All the five pastimes of Krishna are managed by Yog Maya. Yog Maya means to plus, to meet with Krishna, to serve Krishna. Everything what happens from birth to last, from morning to morning, everything Yog Maya manages it. And in Vrindavan, in groves, only Vrnda-devi manages everything. All these sacred saints, Srimati Radhika she is meeting to Krishna or any gopi, especially Vrnda-devi has to manage everything. Without managing Vrnda-devi, any pastimes of Krishna in groves will not take place. So you should know the difference between Yog Maya and Vrinda. Both are same. The manifestation of Yog Maya is Vrnda-devi. She is not other than Vrnda-devi. But when she controls everything from top to bottom, then he is Yog Maya. And then when she manages to meet gopis and Krishna, Srimati Radhika and Krishna, then this function is of Vrnda-devi especially. So she is managing there in Vrindavan. The dance of gopis with Krishna all was managed by Vrnda-devi. Yog Maya also was there, but there was permanency of Vrnda-devi. Where Krishna and Radha and all gopis are playing, Yog Maya will not go directly. She will like in Purnamasi. But the Vrnda-devi will do, and she has so many functions to do all. What is the function of Vrinda in this world? The function of Krishna in this world, anyhow, to attract all the conditioned souls so that may have the service of Krishna. First they will be liberated from Maya, and then they will have some service to Krishna. No? So, when Radha and Krishna descends to this world, Vrnda-devi descends also. So, if Krishna and Gopis and this Vraja Leela is not there, how she can help all the conditioned souls to make them qualified and to engage in Krishna service? This is a big problem. But Krishna becomes himself salagram, and Vrnda-devi becomes like Tulasi. If anyone can serve salagram with Tulasi, available everywhere Tulasi, especially in India. Lakhs and lakhs Tulsi here, there, without any seeding or planting. But here in Western country it is difficult because she is so soft. Like Krishna and Radha Krishna. They come in Vrindavan, so the Tulsi also is there. So in whole India or anywhere she is sufficient. And we can have some Tulsi. And we can worship Salagram. So those who will do parikrama of Tulasi, those who plant Tulasi, those who will worship Tulasi, those who will do pranam to Tulasi, take Charanamrit with a Tulasi, all will be liberated. And gradually they will have this association of very bona fide Vaishnava, and they will have Guru, bona fide Guru, and then they thus Shraddha, Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhav and Prem. If Tulsi was not here, we could not have worshipped here. And without worshipping Vrinda, we cannot go or enter in Vrindavan. Vrindavan means Vrindavan forest. And there we cannot serve Radha and Krishna. Krishna does not take anything if Tulsi is not given in any Mahaprasad. Anything. He will not take any water if Tulsi is not given touch to us. रात को नहीं तोड़ना चाहिए, तो मन ही मन लगाओ, या सूखा पत्ता गिरा हुआ है तुलसी के नीचे उसको ले लो, कोई हर्ज नहीं है ना। हम लोग सूखा हुआ पत्ता रख लेते हैं, द्वादशी के दिन उनको स्नान नहीं कराते। ऑन द्वादशी तिथि वी डोंट वर्शिप बाय तुलसी एंड वी डोंट गिव वाटर टू तुलसी। संडे को भी, संडे के लिए कोई मना नहीं, संडे के लिए कोई मना, द्वादशी बंद। So we should try to observe all this. We can put lamb and do archana of Tulasi, arti of Tulasi. So Tulsi is so causeless, merciful. He gives help. He helps any conditional soul to make him qualify to the service of Radha and Krishna. So, Tulsi, there is a first time in Padma Puran that how Krishna became Salagram and how Tulsi became this plant. But it is not exactly true. Because in Golok Vrindavan Dham, no any bad quality, anyone have no envy to each other, and they cannot cause anyone each other. So only to give some help for poor knowledge persons who are not qualified, third class person, general person. This story has been given. So, anything we want evidence, we should take from Srimad Bhagavatam or the books of Jiva Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. For all these things, Hari Bhakti Vilas is so bona fide book. We can take. So, what I am telling from these things. So, without Vrnda-devi, we can go forward in Bhakti line. और जो उनकी बहुत सी कथाएं हैं वो सब पद्म पुराण इत्यादि में है. You know the meaning of Sri Guru-carana-pada kevala bhakati shatma? You know perhaps. And also you know Vraja Mandala has explained the first Sri Guru-carana-pada. So, I am telling Sri Guru-carana-pada kevala bhakati shatma. If you want bhakti, bhakti are divided into three sections. First, sadhan bhakti, bhava bhakti and prema bhakti. Sadhan bhakti has been also divided into two. No? Also divided. What? Shuddha bhakti and ashuddha bhakti. Shuddha bhakti means prema bhakti, araganuga bhakti and vaidhi bhakti. Vaidhi bhakti has also divided into so many parts. Mixed with karma, jnana, yoga and unmixed without mixing. Vishuddha bhakti. In this world, we see generally persons accept jnana, karma, yoga, mishra bhakti, not शुद्धा भक्ति. समझ रही है ना? इस जगत में बहुत कम लोग शुद्ध भक्ति को समझते हैं. शुद्ध भक्ति they cannot follow. If there is a bona fide sadhu or any devotees sangha association or bona fide guru, they cannot know what is Shuddha Bhakti. In evening I will try to define Shuddha Bhakti. So in that world, the Grihast Bhakts of Sanatana Dharmi in India, they do some mixed bhakti. But it is also very good. Very good. More than Mayavadi, whether they are Satkarmi or anything. So if we want some wealth, reputation, good daughters and sons, everything, and do bhakti for these, then it is karma mishra bhakti. समझ रही है? If you will do for all these things Krishna bhakti, but it is not Shuddha. It is mixture. So we should try to differentiate what is Shuddha bhakti and Viddha bhakti. Here, Narottam Thakur is praying his holy master. Who is holy master? Loknath Goswami. That your lotus path Padmas are the mother of bhakti. Mother of bhakti kya? What is the meaning? From Guru Charana, from the lotus, from the service of Guru Path Padma, if you do bhakti to the Guru Charana Path Padma, then bhakti will come out. As from father and mother, sons, children come out. यहाँ प्रसादे भाई ये भवतरिया जाए. Only by this causeless mercy of Gurudev, one can have salvation from this world. Otherwise, there is a big ocean, endless ocean, deepless ocean of birth, taking birth and death. We are taking birth and dying from the very beginning of this creation of this world, but not yet stopped. If any bona fide Guru or Vaishnava will, we can serve them, then we can come out of that thing. So Jahar Prasade Bhai ye bhav tariya jai. Only by the mercy of Gurudev we can cross the endless ocean of birth and death, sorrows and suffering. And we can have Krishna Bhakti. Krishna Prapti hai jahan we can have. Without Gurudev we cannot. Anyone cannot do. Only Kul Guru cannot do. Whether any person is so lower class of person, may have taken the birth in very lower class, he does not know any Ved, Upanishad, Shastra, but he has some realization of Krishna, he can do all this. So, we should not try to do avagya. Avagya means neglect. In any way. By mind, by tongue, by nose, by anything. Always keep your mind. Otherwise you cannot cross that ocean. You will go deep. And if he is bona fide Guru, and if he is not bona fide Guru, then by his serving you cannot have anything. Not anything. And if he is bona fide Guru, then we can, in a moment, we can cross the birth and death and we will have Krishna. Gurumukha Padma Vasya Chitte Kariyasya. We should believe in our heart and keep it in mind that what Guru has ordered, what are his teaching, we should obey. We should obey. और शास्त्र का सिद्धांत संपूर्ण रूप से वो जानता है. He will know all these शास्त्रीय conclusion of शास्त्र. He will know everything. Come on. सर्व संख्या संचित. And he can. आ जाओ. Come on. तुझे उत्तमम शब्दे परिचय सनातन ब्रह्मण्योपश्याम. He has no doubt in anything. He knows all these scriptures, Ved, Puran, Shastra, and he can यदि किसी से कान में मंत्र ले लिया, if anyone is taken mantra in his ear, but it does not follow at all, then he is not a disciple at all. And anyone he has not taken initiation with the help of fire yajna. फायर यज्ञ नहीं किया, किंतु कान में दे दिया. Prabhupada has did like so. In evening, after taking milk and Mahaprasadam, as first time he used to do, he will tell only mantra, and he will tell that you should follow my whole life. Guru जैसा करता है, what Guru does, how he is remembering his Prabhu, how he is serving his Gurudev and Krishna and Radha, always is, if he chants, wait with him. Tears in eyes, heart melting. Anyone will touch to him will at once turn and he will be pure. These are the symptoms of. Like Swamiji came, and where he saw, all became pure. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to South India, and he gave no mantra to anyone, Hare Krishna, and all that became Vaishnava. Even elephants, tigers, all became. And Suddha Gurudev does not give so much initiation. He wants that everyone can follow him, his heart, his siddhant, vichar, and they shall all be engaged in the service of Krishna. But there is a thing. If he will follow him, and sometimes he will say that I shall follow the rules and regulations, so I must be taken initiation. I must. And he will do. But if any none not take, but doing all things and following him, then he actually also he means he should be treated as Siddha Guru. Siddha Vaishnava. There are so many things. If anyone knows all Shastra, no, and but he is not chanting so much with heart. Hearts are not melting, and he has some जगत में कुछ आसक्ति भी है, attachment in birth, then he is actually not good. He knows so much Shastra. He can remember whole Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Ved, Puran, Upanishad. But he has no self-realization or realization to Krishna service. And he wants some requirements in this world. Then he is not bona fide Guru. इसलिए गुरु का ये सब लक्षण है. If bona fide Guru is there, then there is no doubt that he will have Krishna in very soon, very soon time. So, you should not have any asa, desire. But by serving Gurudev and following him, what he is telling, whether you are grihastha or sannyasi, renounce order, no heart. This is one. Sri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttamana Rati. To have so much Rati. Rati means भाव. भाव माने श्रद्धा नहीं. श्रद्धा, निष्ठा, रुचि, आसक्ति, then भाव. That भाव माने कुछ सुसंस्कृत, सुधारा हुआ, refined श्रद्धा becomes nishtha, and refined nishtha becomes ruchi, and वो क्या परिपक्व, matured, ruchi becomes asakti, and then after this becomes rati. That rati, Guru Charane Rati. ऐसा यदि होगा ये, not only श्रद्धा will do, that's it. Rati. Rati means that kind of refined श्रद्धा, bona fide, after nishtha. ऐसे उत्तम गति. This is uttama gati. By serving Gurudev and having so much rati in Guru-carana-pada. You know that Govinda, there was a Govinda, servant of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Puri. He used to cook, he used to give so many things, he used to message him, and always he used to be with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, serving like a shadow. And you also know Rupa Goswami. He used to come often in Puri. But he has written Bhakti-Rasamrita Sindhu, Ujjwal Limbani, and so many books. You know, and you can decide that who was most dear to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that Govinda or Rupa Goswami. You know Rupa Goswami? So who was most dear servant to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Can you tell? Who? Govinda was serving him, giving him food. Why? He had never messaged Mahaprabhu. He had never cooked him. He had never offered anything.
He understood his inner mood.
Heart. He took the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heart and pledged to all. If Rupa Goswami has not written all these books, then anyone was not qualified to know all these things. So, Rupa Goswami was very, very, very dear to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he had that kind of rati. You know also that Haridas Thakur was chanting 3 lakhs names. Yeah? And Rupa Goswami, it has not that it has been told that how. Why? Why it has not told?
How likely?
Not only vulture.
He was ready.
He used to tell one Krishna name, Krishna, and he became to fast. At once. He was immersed in heart melting and weeping and rolling. Haradhe, Haradhe. Who counts these names? Where he has time to count? So whose name is so qualified?
You need a servant to count the names for him.
We'll have to give a servant to Rupa Goswami
to chant also.
Because he has no sense to count and do. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu like ja ja ga ga ja ja ga ga.